I was gonna I wanted to review my second league match for this month, and um, in the last one, I focused a lot on different types of reads that I was making while playing, but this time I want to focus on like what would I look at if I'm trying to get better myself, like really improve and really learn from the replay. So it's difficult because a lot of it is just like how well were you able to build your chains? So were you making good chaining decisions? And so, so I don't see anything terribly wrong. Oh, I remember. So on this tell, I want to go red, green, yellow, or red, green, and yellow double. But then the garbage blocks that. So actually, I should probably split this one, I think, to the right and go red, yellow, green. I could also make the two chain, but I don't think so. Here, it's important to be able to see the 4 chain on the yellows, the purple yellow trigger for a 3 chain, the red trigger for a 2 chain, red purple for a 1 chain maybe. So being able to see all of the options while playing is really important. Here, I don't think 2 chain was the So I wasn't able to see the yellow trigger while playing, so that's something that I'd like to uh, be more able to find. Because I was really focused on fixing the tell with the yellows, and to do that I need to clear the reds, clear the garbage. But it's kind of dangerous to do just make a 2 chain if the opponent can counter it. This was fun. Yeah, you're watching. This was really good. Yeah, there it is. So, this I don't think I was building very well. So I don't think that's a good placement at all. Should probably go and call him 4. It's definitely not a good placement. However, I made it work. And it's a difficult decision about like one, should you send the all clear, because if they send the all clear and I don't counter it, then I'm in trouble. But if I send it and they don't counter it, that's kind of what they want. So I guess the goal here is to let them send it first and counter it, but that's really difficult because it's hard to react to one chain being sent. Here I did it by getting lucky. Or by chance, kind of. Here I just have to not slow down in place. Like, just play. And here I knew this while playing, but I needed to tilt the yellows to the left. Put it in column 5 and 6 with the yellow on the left. But I got lucky by getting enough yellows anyway. But this wasn't a very good build to begin with. The whole, like, really, from the red-green, that was a problem. But, worked out. So it's really about finding, like, ideas that you didn't know existed while playing. So here there might have been a different way to make a 2-chain that was less committal. Like I could use this on the front of the chain and then do multiple stacking and build the same kind of 2-chain while still building an efficient chain at the same time. So that's probably better because it's less awkward. Like if I had to convert this into a big chain, it'd be very difficult to do it after I place this. So I need to clear a 2-chain, but that's a problem because when you get in that situation, if your opponent is reading you really well, they'll take advantage of that and like make a big 3-chain or a bigger 2-chain, and you'll be in trouble. But my opponent wasn't doing that, so I could also do the 1-chain, but this now I have to use this red on the tail. I have to put in 4 and 5, then split the red yellow on the next piece on 2 and 3. I don't think I did that. Yeah, this one is an important one to be able to recognize. So I want to be able to connect the reds, but I need to be able to see that the next piece has a red, and it'd be better to split the red yellow on the next piece to the right. So now I can't do that because there's 3 reds there, so I can't split the yellow red anymore. So I have to do it like this, and now I have to draw yellow purple to make the chain. But if I had, so it's like really important to be able to see this, but like if I just put this green red, not connected the reds, then there's only 2 reds, so there's space to put the yellow red in column 2 and 3. So this was really bad. This is like round losing. Like, you deserve to lose if you can't see that. But there's one other thing to notice, is that you could trigger like this. So red yellows trigger the yellows in column 3, and that sets off the chain as well, and that's probably enough to win the round. So that's another thing that you have to be able to see. And there's also an emergency purple trigger, but it's tough to figure out anything with that. So it's like 2 big mistakes, but I might not have drawn the red anyway. I'm not sure if that makes it better or worse. So here I'm going for the 1-chain, but I guess it's like, it's probably worth like noting down situations so that it's easier to remember, because like this one's really important. But I'm not gonna do it right now. Hopefully I'll just remember. Here it might be worth splitting the green yellow. It's hard to say. The big thing with this strategy is, can you also make a main chain at the same time? And here the way to do that is to put the green in the second row and then put 2 of a color that's not green or yellow in column 4, and then put a yellow. But I don't know if I would have seen that in the game. And okay, so blue, purple, don't split. Place this down. Place this. And as far as I can tell, that's about as good as you can ask for. In terms of placement decisions, the only other thing is you could trigger on the right side, but it's tough to see that under pressure. So you put blue, green, green, blue. But I think this was a good way to build. I just didn't draw the final green. So the hardest part about like trying to improve like this is that you have to be able to find the things that you couldn't find while playing. So like it might be stuff that you've just never thought of. Well, and then now you have to find it. So there's a green trigger. So I would consider this a pretty difficult way to improve because of the fact that you have to be able to find ideas and ways to chain that you probably don't know about. Or that so you have to learn something new. But I do think I made good decisions, but it might not have been enough anyway. Yeah, probably wouldn't have been enough anyway. This is a good way to handle that. Splitting is probably good. Splitting this in column 1 is maybe better, or putting this on the tail is a good option. That one should have gone on the tail, I'm pretty sure. Unless I'm doing this, okay. I see what I'm doing. And then I read the 3 chain, so I didn't send the 2 chain. I have to put the yellow on the bottom and the right. This really needs to go on to the tail, so it needs to go in column 6 to make it possible to build more. There's no real benefit to having it in column 5. If you put it in column 6, you can build more naturally. Except, I guess the one benefit is that you can use column 5 when building your attack. I don't think it's worth it. And then that's that. This is, I guess, forcing a defense really fast, and you could use it as an attack as well if you wanted. Here, I use it as an attack.
2, 3.
I want to see this opening. I feel like this should just go in column 3. I was afraid of the shape, but I should just put it in column 3. This needs to go in column 4. The next piece has to go in column 4, I'm pretty sure. But I don't think I did that. Yeah, I knew I didn't do that. But you really want that in column 4 to block off the yellows so that you have more room to place pieces. Because now, like, this piece is a bit awkward because I can't place things around the yellows without popping them. So it would have been a lot better if I could block off the yellows with a piece, which I could have done with the last piece. Now I'm lucky because I got the same piece again, so I can do it with that piece. But I should have done it the first time. So I didn't have to get lucky to redraw the piece. Now I can look at the 2 chain. I can continue the tell by placing a yellow in column 4, so it's not fully committed. So I should probably just play it out normal. That's all correct, I think. That's surprising. And this was a really good way to accept that. No, I already know what happens, so I'm gonna skip ahead. But that was a really good play, I think. It's not something that I need to review, though. This should probably go on the right, and the red's on the left. I mean, I think I should have tilted it, but it's probably fine. If you want to play slower, I guess this is okay. If you want to play faster, you should probably put the blues on the left side. I don't think that. I think I should have kept the purples on the left side. Even just lying it down in 2 and 3 would lead to some good attack opportunities with the blue, purple, and blue, yellow. But as is, this is pretty awkward. So I really want blues next, or I can't really do anything. But if I had built it with the purples flat instead of like in this L shape, then I would have a lot more options. I would need a lot less blues to like do stuff. Because here, now it's like I can't really do any attack or defense because of the shape. But I'm drawing the blues, so that helps. Except I'm placing it this direction. Which is too committal, I think. So that one, I could also. This one, I like to play fast, so I should put the blues on the left. And here, it's like, I see the 3 purples, I should put them more on the left side, but it's a bit difficult to figure out the best shape, I guess. Because at this point, you don't know if you're going to draw any blues. So if you draw blues, it's pretty easy, but if you don't draw blues, it's harder to say. But when you see the purple blue, you should commit to the, like, put these purples flat in 2 and 3, and then put the blue purple in column 1, and then you trigger the blues, and you have an option for like a 2, 3, or 4 chain. So it's very flexible and not very piece dependent, which is what you want. But when it's like this, it's not very flexible and it's very piece dependent, so that's not very good. So I need to know this shape a lot better so that I avoid having to overcommit like how I'm going to. Even here, I don't have to commit that hard. I can still use the blues on the left instead of the right. I should really use those blues on the left because now there's nothing. This is such a hard commit to whatever it is. But I could kind of guess what was going to happen, so I end up winning. But against a stronger player, they're going to be more flexible, so you can't afford to do that. These purples should probably go in column 1, and I don't think I put it there. Oh, no, I did. Okay. This is an interesting decision. I think splitting is correct. I think that's what I did. Then you should look at the green trigger and not just the blue trigger. So that's hard for me to see in game because I'm really looking at the 2 double with the blues, especially with the double blues coming up, but you should really also be able to see the green trigger to make a 3 or 4 chain. And that should be like the main line, and the blue trigger is only if you look over and see that they're vulnerable. So the blue trigger shouldn't be the main focus. The green trigger should be the main focus. But I wasn't able to think of that during the game. Now here, I think betting on the greens is something that makes sense, but was that the correct way to do it? Now how do you get the yellows? So I didn't prepare any of this in advance, I'm just coming up with it on the spot, so. Okay, so it's this blue-yellow, I have to figure out how to keep all the options open. So the way I placed it, okay, it's the next piece. So this one, maybe? I think I have to split twice, which feels really awkward, but I think that's the best thing to do. So I didn't want to split at all, so I tried to make placements that didn't require any splitting, but I think splitting twice, so you put the purple in column 3, the blue in column 4, then the green in column 2, and the yellow in column 3, and then you have the yellow extension or the blue extension. When you do this, you're really looking for blues. Now with the double yellow, so I also had to know how long their chain was, which I didn't really know while I was playing, so that was important. Still, I could put the double yellows on the blues and hope for blues. Or double yellows on top of the greens, but that's not going to be enough. This just doesn't work. Which is why maybe splitting twice was better, so that I could use the yellows more easily. But it's tough. But I really had to know how much I needed. If I put the yellows on the blues, let's see. So you split. Even if I don't split. So I put the yellows on the blue. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have a 7 chain if I get double blues, which I did get double blues. And I might be able to add the greens in. But I would have had a 7 chain, so I should have gone for that. But I didn't see that idea, putting the yellows on the double blues, like on the single blue in column 5 while playing. Because it looks like it doesn't actually require a split, because you can put a blue in column 4 and a blue in column 6, and that works. So I thought it would require splitting the blues and putting them all in column 6. But anyway, so, yeah, I think putting the yellow purple in column 2 is probably better, because you see another purple coming. So this has to go in column 2. Yep, yep. I don't think I was aware of the yellow trigger, which, again, it wouldn't be the main focus in this shape, but it's a good idea to be able to notice that while playing. So the yellow trigger would be a 3 chain, but it's a lot of power, so the opponent has to counter it. But this is fine. Green. Draw for a green, but if the green doesn't come, then you should probably build up column 4 so that you can dig and build an attack on the blue trigger. But the green did come. So this specific placement is actually pretty important, I think. And it needs to go in column 4 or column 6, but not column 5. Or column 3. It's actually also good. So now I should have made the 2 double. Like, just split this and make it 2 double on the blues. It's something that I should have been able to see. And now I'm in trouble. This has to be split if you're going to put it there, so you can put the greens on the towel, but it's not that good. So I should have made the 2 double. It's the biggest takeaway. The yellows should go in column 1, unless you're going to immediately trigger, but that's probably not a good idea. So put the yellows in column 1 so that you can build up. And make the 3 chain with the purples. That'd be a lot better. So purple, blue, and committing main chain was an accident. I wish there's a smaller than 10-second button on Twitch. Really? Putting the double purple in column 2 and sending the 4 double is actually a really good play here, but it's tough to see and very situational. This just isn't a good play. But I can put the double greens though in column 5. Okay, that's good. They're gonna main chain. I need to put this in column 4 down and then use the greens on top of the purples. Oh, that's not good. Now you're like stuck. That's why I need to put it in column 4. So I think the hardest part about learning like this is that you have to try and remember all the things that you find. So I have to try and remember these things. So I need to be able to see, I can still connect the greens in their shape in column 5 because it goes down 2 on the purples. So that's good. I need to fill column 4 so that I have space to place pieces, put the green on the bottom so I can put the double green flat in 3 and 4. Now you're just like stuck. You have to commit to the 2 chain. Now put the double blue down in column 5. Don't split it. I don't know about splitting it. I have to fill column 4 again. So purple should go on the bottom, yellow on the top. And I really have to do that, or it's really awkward. Okay. Now, here I need to put the yellow down in column 4. Oh, that's really not good. Yeah, that's too committal. I need to put the yellow down in column 4. Put the yellow down in column 4. Now I'm gonna lose the round. I'm pretty sure. Nope, split it long. Okay, that's fine. You don't have to split there. The greens still reach. There's no follow-up on the tail. Purple, green, trigger on the blue. See, I really needed to fill column 4 here because it's very awkward with the triples next to it, so there aren't that many colors that work. So I just have to put colors that don't break into column 4, and the towel can still work. So like that was good, but I needed to do that with the next piece as well in order to be able to continue building without doing this. This also needs to go in column 6 and then split in column 6, probably. I think that's best. Not this. This has to go split in column 6. I didn't do that. Yeah, I missed a lot of things here. Okay. So here. Just go on the left. They should go on the left, not the right. Pretty sure. I mean, that's fine as well, I guess. Yeah. No. Here I should be building up the left, I think. Put the yellow on the bottom in column 1. Okay, that's... Look at the 2 double, and that's an easy. Let's see, build here. Okay, this is a difficult decision. I really think placing it with the reds on the bottom in column 5 and 6 is best here, and that's an idea that I don't use currently, but I should add that in. So not this, but this is it's a bit overcommittal. So what do I do if I don't send it? So I think you just put this down in column 3 with the green on the bottom. I think that should go in column 3. So if you're committed to sending it. It doesn't matter, I guess. This is an awkward situation for this build. It might be better just to split this, so you don't have to do this. This exact thing. Yeah, like, I think you should just split this so that it doesn't become an awkward build. And I should have put the red blue in column 5, I think. But I probably should have just split the blues. So now that we're in this position, though, I think I want this in column 1 and 2, not like this. So double. Oh no, I needed to not split that, I think. Oh, that has to go column 5? Oh no, I need the red blue in column 5. That's really important to see. The double green should go in column 1, so the green purple can go in column 2. So this should not be split. This is... I don't know, you kind of want the greens. Like that. But this very locked into main chain, kind of. Well, it's not very flexible, at least. It's a 3 chain, or a 5 chain, so there's that. 5 chains, not that good, but greens should go in column 6, red down. Yep. Really? Does that need to go in column 5? Greens have to go. Committing the... I was afraid to commit the greens because I thought it'd be too much, but it's not actually committed until you put a red, so that's something that I had to notice. Sometimes you can just send the 3 chain. But my build was too difficult for me to like be able to look at the opponent very much. Now I'm sending the 5 chain because I didn't have anything else to do. I didn't realize it was a 5 chain also. So if I knew it was a 5 chain, what should I do? So I put the green down, and then I guess I'd go for the blue and purple on the tail. So put the reds flat in 4 and 5, then go for blue purple on the tail. Or even like this, you can still go for blue purple on the tail. Split the green, add in the reds after the blue purple links, and then trigger on the green. I didn't know it was a 5 chain or a 6 chain. I thought it was like a lot longer. Purple red, I think you have to put yeah, I think you have to put the purple red down in column 5 and give up on the perfect 1 chain. That if I wasn't gonna send it, I have to put that in column 3. But I played this round well by being able to convert out of the 1 chain. Except that's not exactly. And I also got lucky with the double purple. I don't think there's anything else I could do besides draw a double purple. I should cover the yellow with the blues so that I have more space to put pieces, like if I draw purple yellow and then a single purple, I can use column 3. So I have to cover the yellows with the blues here to open up the space. And I think that's all. No, I don't know about that. I really think you should go through the purples here on the tail instead of the blues. And there's the, yeah, I should have put the yellow purple if I'm gonna do that. I mean, at least it disappears. It's like, how you feel about this? Split the yellows. Oh wait, you don't have to split. You have to use 3 columns here, so you can use all 3 columns for the purples and yellows on the tail. And I didn't know that. And I didn't do that, but I guess that's okay. If you want to force a 4 chain. So that's a blue. I don't know if that's. I don't think that's a good commit. I don't think that's right. Why do I feel like I have to place that? Like, is there something I can do? Way back? So instead of building column 1 so tall, I could put it in column 2, and that might be better. For building up in the future. Because this is a bit too low. And then you get kind of stuck. But you also don't have to be too aggressive here. So you can play it really defensively, so that's something that I need to think about. So this isn't a very flexible situation for making attacks, but you don't have to force an attack because it's a decent defensive form. You can make a 3 or 4 chain. So you should probably just defend with it. And put the reds down, don't. So this is, I guess I kind of panicked because I didn't have an attack. So then I just put main chain, but it's a defense, so I don't have to attack. So I can make it a 5 chain too, and then just focus on the tail kind of. But, oh, I didn't think I was gonna do that. Okay, well.
So annoying.
Oh. I think you have to put that column one. So let's go column one. It's probably overcommitting to the attack. And I can just play this round normally. If I just put the purple in column one, and then build that way. So I should probably do that. Put the yellow blue, let's focus too hard on the attack only, and not the other options. Red should probably be split. So split this in column one. I just didn't see anything. Blue purple makes sense. Green purple, purple green. I don't think you have to split that, but wait. I should probably go on the left side instead of the right side. Yeah. I should put that in column 1 and 2, probably. Because it also gives space for the next piece. But this should go in column 4. And not column... That's a big deal, too, because now your shape's kind of ruined. Unless you get a ton of greens and purples. So this has to go in column 4. Or 6 maybe, but... So now what do you do? Oh no, I see the other option. So if you're gonna do that, the other option is to use the reds as a trigger on top. So put the blues in column 2, 3, then connect the blue red, and then try and trigger with the reds. And that's fine. So I need to make a group of 3 with those reds. On top, on top, on top, on top. This just isn't going to be a chain. But you have to set it off. Well, I guess you don't have to. Okay. Okay, use the reds on top. Reds on. I guess there's... Like, this is actually good, though. Now use the reds on top. Like, I just had to do that, and I didn't do it. I mean, this works, but it's inefficient. And I don't think I had to send main chain. So what's the... Ah, I see. You put the purple in column 2. But that's probably not better, so I don't think that's... I really think I should just... I should have made like a 2 or 3 chain using these reds and the blues, and then you can connect that to main chain still. But as is, it's not very good because it's like you're forced to build one way with very little flexibility and a lot of piece requirements. Like the purples have to be like this, and that's uncomfortable.
1, 2.
But even at this point, no, that's not good. I just had to look more on top.
So annoying.
Yeah, that's one. Green split it. This, and then this. This. It's all fine. Now, I have to watch the 2 chain. So put the purple, yellow in column 6 and a red in column 5. Spend the 2 chain. Or force the greens. That's an option too. Don't. Oh yeah, that's fine. Because this works, but this one I saw on the opponent's side. I'm not commenting as much on their play, but they should have just set off the double reds, and that's a 4 chain. And I think that's like good enough to pretty much win the round, and they didn't do it. Here, I really should have looked on the right side a little bit more. This isn't bad, it's just not strong enough against a stronger opponent, because they'll follow up, like with that double red, they would follow up, and then you don't have much left. But if I followed up on the right side, then I could defend again with the stuff on the left side a lot easier. There's still things that you can do here, but it's not as easy to make specific chain links from this situation. Now, given that we're here though, looks like they're gonna dig to main chain, and I have to be able to see that, so I can't overcommit to anything. Green down, red green is a 3 chain. Or no, that's not a 3 chain. That's what I did, and it's like a 7 chain. I remember this. Because I thought it was a 3 chain. And then I saw what was happening. Then purple, yellows have to go in column 5. Column 5. Yellows have to go in column 5 because that's like +2 links if you get it. So that's priority. Oh, I missed. So I had to see the towel and know that I could extend on the towel with the yellows and then the reds, and then the greens probably could go in the towel too. And that's because that's 2 links, like I said. The double green could go in column 3, and then the purple on top of that, so that's an idea. So I should try and force the extra green in. That's actually really useful to do that. Yellow, oh no, you should, even here, you should put the yellow in column 2, and then the double yellow, and then the yellow trigger. So I really messed up that extension. Blue red is good. This should probably go in column 1, actually. 1 and 2. But it's not like this is bad. This one should probably go in column 1. It's getting to the point where it's kind of bad. This is defending against what it looks like they're gonna do, so that makes sense. Yellow. Now if I can't trigger the yellows, I can trigger the blues, so put the blues on the right, and put a red, blue, and then look to trigger the blues later. So that's an idea. I don't think, but I think a lot of this would have been a lot easier if I placed more pieces on the left side instead of all on the tail. So like this double blue. Like, I thought they were going to attack pretty fast, so I tried to defend pretty fast. But if I'd placed earlier pieces on the left side, I could have built up multiple stacking and had a better way to defend or attack while still chaining. So where should I think you just put it in column 1 or 2 or lie it down. Just not there because you block off the yellow trigger. So anywhere but this single spot. Because this blocks off the yellow trigger when you get garbage and it falls.
One, two.
Eh,
Time to get serious.
It's not as much of an advantage because I cleared the 1 chain. So now it's not that good. This make the 2 double. Probably send it if you draw it. This all makes sense to me. Look at the 2 chain. I think the 2 chain looks good. The 3 double also looks good. The 3 double, I mean, they both look really good. 3 double is probably better. Okay. I don't think that's a good split. I think that's a pretty bad split. But now make the 2 double on the left side. Oh no. I don't know what I was looking at here. They're going to 2 double. I should look at my 2 double by putting the purples on the greens and then the green red. And send that. But no, I didn't do that. What am I doing? What am I looking for? Purple down and trigger the greens. Purple out, what? Well. So like, if I put the purple in column 4, the red green in column 5, that's a 4 chain. I don't have to hope that they aren't good and they mess up. But so I don't know what, like, I don't think I should split that. I should go through the reds and multiple stack so that I have more options and better options. I should still go through the reds and multiple stack. I should make it 2 double with the green purples and the reds on the left. I should make it 2 double with the green purple and the red on the right. I should still look at multiple stacking on the left with greens. And then purple and then red, yellow, purple, red. It's pretty complicated, but I should still go for that. I should still look at a trigger on the left side. I should add the greens on top in column 2 to add power to this. I should put the purple in column 4, and I should trigger the red greens to make a 4 chain.
2. Time to get
Well,
serious.
and I still won the round. I think it's fine. But, yeah. I guess. That should go in column 6, I think. And then you put the double blue. You have the option to put it in column 2 if you don't see a purple, so you can fill the hole. And probably probably put this in column 1 with the purples on the bottom. It's similar, but it's not. It's the same idea. There's no reason to do that. I think you have to give up on getting that blue in column 2 and switch over and put the green on the bottom in column 2 so that you can build around it, because this is too committed to drawing a blue. So when a blue doesn't come, you don't have anything. You're purple, green, and double green on the right side. Purple, green. Oh no! It was right there.
2.
Except I guess I wasn't drawing. There's a 4 chain if you. So put the purple, green, double green, and then trigger the greens. Then you make a really nice 4 chain.
1. 2.
1. How dare you?
No, still possible.
1.
1.
I think I could have won this round. I think I lost it from what I remember. So make the 1 double on the left side. Yes. No, probably 1 double is better.
1.
Maybe.
2.
That's 4 chain. Where's the extension? Oh, it's the purple yellow trigger. I see it. So just put this piece anywhere and then put the purple yellow in column 2 and then you win. Maybe. They still have a chance on the extension. But this, like, I don't know. There's a green yellow in column 3. If I get a purple green,
2.
then I can trigger. That's nothing.
3.
1.
There were options there, I just couldn't see any of them.
1.
So there's the purple, yellow. There's going through the blues. So don't do that. Go through the blues.
2.
Then there's digging with the green, yellow in column 3 and hopefully getting a purple. And there's doing that. Green, purple, green. So I need to make space for the double green. So the yellow should go in column 4 on the bottom, then the double green in column 6, I think. Another option is green, yellow in column 1, then the double green on column 1. I think both of those are good. I don't think I did either of those. Yeah. No. Green, blue in column 1. I don't have to split that, but it's fine. This is too direct, I think. Need to do more multiple stacking here with the double yellows coming up. So this is kind of locked in, but now that I have a good defensive form, I should play it defensively. I should split that, unless I'm forcing a 2-double. I'm forcing a 2-double, I think.
One.
Now, I should be able to extend here, or that's also a good idea. So that all makes sense. This is a good way to play it. I should split that and put it in column 3. That I need to be able to recognize that one. Look, and probably send it. I thought you said it,
One.
but I guess not.
One.
And that's that. No, no, yeah, that's okay. No, no, what? I don't understand. I thought I saw it. It's like, oh yeah, I see what I'm doing here. I was like, oh no. So the double green should go in column 4, then the red yellow should go in column 5. And then you have a very nice tail that's not like greens sticking up that are pretty awkward. And now you're committing to a double, but you should make a 2-double with reds. A 2-double with reds. And I missed that one too. 3-chain with reds is something to pay attention to. Now, I have to be looking at going over with multiple stacking, so the yellow purple should go in column 1, 2, trigger with the reds, and add in greens to make a 4-chain. That's probably the best line here. I don't think I did that. I wanted to send this massive attack, but, but it actually wasn't very good. Because it connects to the back and then it's actually a 5-chain, so if they just send main chain, they're going to win. Now, though, I was trying to convert out of the attack right when they decided to attack, and I didn't realize. I thought they were main chaining. Yeah, that looks nice. Yep, that's. Yeah, I remember what happened that round. Don't know. This one, I just wanted to review some of the placements. So I knew they're looking to attack, but I should put this in column 2 then, probably. Because when you get that tall. And I should put this straight up so the purples can reach. Yeah, that's. That guy got really lucky. So, besides that, I could switch to right side transition. That's probably the best option here. This was.
One. Can I hold?
One.
Yeah, what? Use greens on the tail. Yep. Okay, let me look at this. Here, I guess you probably just. I think you have to build like a bulky GTR. So that's. You're not forced to draw a bunch of yellows. And then you, like, get mad that you don't get the colors. Because you committed so hard to yellows. Here, you have to put the blues in column 1. I don't know why I didn't do that. Then I can look at the yellow trigger. And I don't need the greens. Because here I'm looking for 2 greens and trigger in column 1 or 3. But if I put the double blues in column 1, I can build a trigger without any greens. While the greens trigger is still open too. So that's important to do that. And now I'm really messing up the build
2,
because I was focused only on greens. Well, besides that, what else could I do? Look at purples, use the blues, and then look at the blue-yellow trigger in column 3 and 4. Even here. Tell with the purples. Tell with the purples.
2,
I mean, there's a lot.
this,
But
3,
this all looks good, except I don't think that's the right idea for this build. That's not the idea I want to use. The double yellow should go in 2 and 3, I think. Yeah, definitely. Now that you send the big one chain. Now you look at the follow-up.
1,
Not that one. I don't think that's good.
1, 2,
1,
You know, mm, I mean, that's all fine. Now you trigger the yellows. Okay, good.
1,
Then you put a blue and split the purple. Split the purple.
3,
And don't cut the greens. And yeah,
back to
maybe I should
1,
see what.
1, 2. Clear
Ooh.
the mark.
so annoying.
Green, blue, green, no, blue, green. No, this has to go on the left side so that you can continue to extend and you don't have to hope that they don't draw what they want. Because they could make a 4 chain or a 5 chain here. So you don't want to do this. You want to keep extending.
Wind kick.
So
Yes. This should probably go on the left side. So I think one of the big things is I'm locking in the tell too fast. I'm using pieces that could go in multiple stacking on the tell instead. Now this also should just think about putting it in the multiple stacking. This should definitely go in the multiple stacking, like almost guaranteed. It's not even being useful here. 2 chain's not good. If you need more than that, what do you do? So you put the yellows in column 5 and bridge the greens across and try to make a 2 double or triple that way, I think. So put the yellows in column 5 and the greens, then trigger with green and then the red. But because I didn't fill that in, now put it down, I couldn't do that idea. Now it looks like they're gonna 4 chain, so you have to counter that. And that I knew. So I'm gonna need the blue and then the green trigger. And if it doesn't come, then you have to add a yellow in column 2 to main chain. Or you can do the red trigger. Those are both hard to see, but the red trigger is also good. I think. What happens if you trigger the reds? Yeah. Red trigger might even be better than the green trigger here.
1, 2, 3,
1,
I
2,
mean, as it worked out.
2,
clear. 5.
And another thing is, you want to be keeping your tail as you do this. So red, green, green.
One.
Blue. Yeah, blue. Put this green has to go in column 5 to keep the tail. And it's tough to see, but that's an area that I have to improve on. So that's a pretty bad mistake to make if you're going for the top class level. You can't do that.
Three.
One. Two.
Also, this just wasn't the right idea.
One.
How should I place these pieces though? Ignoring that. I think you just don't put the yellow.
Two.
And I think you're good. Or you put it on the right and add to the power. Yeah,
Three.
One.
Take
Two.
this.
because that's
Three.
enough. If you add the yellows in on the right side too, it's so much power, and then you have a good form left over.
Clear the mind.
But-
Five.
I want to see if I can remember all of the things I came up.
Ink. Punch.
Okay. What is that? Oh yeah, the yellow trigger in column 1.
One.
Yellow trigger in column 1.
One. One.
One. Should do it.
Don't put the red green in column 6. Oh, shells. Use the double reds on the left side and build multiple stacking. Use these double reds on the left side and build multiple stacking.
One.
Then leave space for the red, so you can split the red yellow in column 2 and 3. You can also trigger the reds and connect the yellows in column 3.
Two.
One.
For this.
Here I think I played well from what I remember. It's an option to go through column 6 and dig.
Two. Three.
Here I wanted to tell more with that. Tell with this piece. This piece should go in column 6. Probably. Yeah, that's that. Double or 4 chain, I don't think there's much to come. This should go in column 3. Look at adding the yellows to the tail in the forwards direction. Build more on top,
One.
and then that's a good idea.
Ink.
Now put the double blues on the left side. Put the purples flat in multiple stack, and don't overcommit. Now focus on the green trigger, not the blue trigger, and make a 4 chain. I need to extend with the yellows. So purple, yellow in column 3. Even if that doesn't work, I need to put the double yellows on top of the blue in column 5, and then hope I draw double blues, which I do draw, and then that adds 2 links to the chain. So put the double yellows in column 5, and then put the double blue in column 6, or put the yellows on top of the greens, and also you need to know how big their chain is. Yellow should go on the left side. This yellow should definitely go on the left side. Yep. Green, blue, purple, yellow, double green. Set down. Set down in column 4.
One, two,
Send the 2 double with the purple greens and pop the blues. That's the best play here. Put something in column 4, especially here. The double yellows can go in column 1. Don't clear the 1 chain. I mean, I guess it's not that bad. Split the greens. The greens can be triggered. You can connect the greens in the tail because the purples are 2. There's 2 purples in column 5 at the bottom. You have to put something in column 4 and then put the double greens on top.
one, two,
Again, you can use the 2-row drop to connect the greens, so you can put the double blues straight down in column 5. You have to put something in column 4. Yep, and this should probably go in column 4 as well.
one, two,
Then you should tell with some of these,
3, 4, 5,
and yeah.
7.
Watch the yellow trigger and send the 2 double. Yep.
two.
Too much.
Did you enjoy?
Not much here, except look to build up column 1.
Did you enjoy?
1,
Here I need to tell. I didn't need to split that. I need to tell with these reds and blues because it's perfect for the tell. I should put the double green in column 1. It's not committal because there's only 3 reds. I've got 3 chain. I should play this round defensively and not try and main chain. Should put the red in column 5.
How dare you?
And I didn't talk about, but I should do something else here besides just trigger the 5 chain.
One,
I'm not sure what yet.
3, 4.
And I needed to tell through the blues and purples on the tell and add in the reds after. So put the red in column 4, 5.
2,
You'll pay.
But to do that, you have to know how big their chain is.
One,
1,
Here, I need to put the double blues in column 3 to cover the yellows so that I can accept more pieces that are connected to the purple. Here I needed to use the purples on the towel. Towel becomes really awkward. The double blues can go in column 2 as well. This one makes sense. I should play this round defensively. I can use all 3 columns in the towel. And I should probably tell here. I should put the double reds in the middle and look at a 5 chain and play defensively and not commit to main chain. and not send main chain. Here, I should build up column 1 to be able to trigger it. Probably give up on the attack. Split a red in. Split this. And put the red. Oh, yeah. So good. Is there? It's all fine. This should go on the left side. Oh, I remember this round. That should go on the left side. I should do more multiple stacking. I should go through the reds. I should make a 2 or 3 chain through the reds. Or 2 double through the reds. I should go through those reds.
1, 2,
This is
How dare you?
pretty well played, I think.
2,
2.
I should have put that in column 6. I didn't say that the other time.
1, 2.
However, this is still
To get serious.
a good decision. I should go through the reds to make the chain better.
1, 2,
Okay.
Join my
Yellow, red, purple, yellow, red, red, green, double, red. Defend on the right side and have something left over on the left side. So that I don't have to send this 3 chain. And then I haven't. That becomes. That ends up later on in this round
2.
sending something really big
Punch.
with this.
1,
So yeah, I remember. If I split it, then it would be a 3 chain.
1, 2. To get serious.
Wait, was there something else?
4,
Oh, there was something else. So I can use the greens in column 3 and 4 at the very bottom to add to the chain. I can trigger with the yellows instead of the green. And I can also tell more, I think.
3. 4. Iron Fist.
1,
So I should put 3 yellows on the tail
3,
in column 5 because that adds 2 links to the chain. So you don't want to miss that.
5,
I can put the double yellow in column 2. I mean the yellow green in column 2, double yellow, then trigger with the yellows. And I would have won that round. Yeah, this will make sense. I can put this on the left side, but that's fine too. This should probably go on the left side, but that's not the worst. That should definitely go on the left side unless you're forcing defense. Just don't put the blues in column 3 and block the yellows with the garbage.
1,
So that you have to clear the 1 chain so the yellows don't get blocked.
1.
time to get serious.
Now go through the reds on the tail. Probably. Get the 2 double.
1.
Extend to 3 double, and that's. And on left, red on left. That red has to go on the left. Leave space to make the red greens, and then do a bigger multiple stacking on the left. Left. Look at the 2 double on the right. Look at more multiple stacking on the left.
1,
And
2,
put the purples, send a 4 chain. Add the greens in column 2 to make a 4 chain with the red green trigger
time to get serious.
and not just main chain. So I wanted to fill the gap in column 2 with the double blues. So I should move that to the side. I need to fill the gap in column 2, so throw in the green purple. And don't overcommit on the blue. And I should have put the purple green to have the 4 chain option in column 6. But I wouldn't have drawn the greens anyway, so.
2,
And here I should have put the purple yellow in column 2, and it triggers down. If I don't do that, I should trigger on the blue, put a green yellow, try to add a purple. And if I don't do that, then I should add a green yellow in column 3, and try to add a purple and trigger on the greens. So there's 3 options, and I didn't go for any of them. Green, yellow. Should probably transition with this. Where did I want to put that one? Wasn't there. Oh. Where did I? Oh, it's in column 4. I guess that's hard for me to see. Now, put this in column 4 probably, and then the double yellows on the left. Don't overcommit to this shape, but if you do, then use it as a defense and don't attack in this round. Unless, except in a different area. Like this. This works.
2,
And
1,
2.
2.
is there anything else here?
Wind kick.
Which?
I should split the red. That's important. One and look.
1.
Looks good.
Get you in.
Put the greens in column 4. The red, yellow in column 5. Put the red trigger. Go on top in multiple stack. Don't force it. Put the red, green in column 4. I don't think I said that.
1.
Read what their chain is doing.
That's the
One. I might take 1.
Read what they're doing. Put this up. Look at it. Right side transition.
1.
Get lucky.
So hold back too much.
And
1.
this one I needed to put the double blue in column 1 so that I could trigger with the yellows, and I didn't need greens. I should tell a little bit more. This is all good. Put the double blue in column 1. Add purples to the towel.
1.
Extend through the yellows.
2. 3.
Get lucky and win, even though you mess up. What was I supposed to do on that piece? Oh no, I was supposed to place that down. Blue on the bottom in column 1 and column 2. Not lying down. So just put it standing up, and then you have a better form. I should put these yellows in 2, 3, and then put the double purples. I don't have to force this shape on the tail. Trigger the 1 chain. Don't send the 2 chain. Make it 3 chain at least.
1.
Probably, and look. But it works out anyway. Oh yeah, I was supposed to extend this better. So yellow. Throw in the blue. Split the purples. Don't cut the greens.
So annoying.
Yes, yes, yes. Put this on the front. Put this on the front. Yeah, okay. Look at 2 double. And look at going across and adding the yellows in your attack.
2.
And if you don't do that, don't commit main chain. Or trigger on the reds for a tricky
3.
counter.
Take this.
Or get lucky and win. Okay. I think I remember most of them.